Pull up in my hood, best dress. Next thing upgrade, who's next? Woo! Woo! Hey y'all! What is up? It's your girl Top Notch. Top Notch Trophy in the house. Top Notch Trophy in the house. And we're here after dark. After dark. After dark. After dark. Hey y'all. Most likely y'all gonna be catching me on the replay, which is okay. I wanted to get into something. I was supposed to go in earlier and make this live, but I was busy today. Actually cooked today. I don't usually cook, I usually eat out, but I actually cooked today. Made some salmon, some broccoli and cauliflower on the side with some mashed potatoes. It was really good. I made it myself. I cooked and it was healthy. So that was great. I took some pre-workout. I didn't even go to the gym and I took pre-workout. Like, that's probably why I'm up right now, full of energy. I drink that pre-workout this morning with my breakfast. And I'm up, up, up like the sun. Well, like the moon right now, because it's after dark. But I wanted to come in today. I spent a lot of time with my mom today, so I love that lady to death. Love her. But yeah, I wanted to come in today and pop my stuff. Hope y'all can hear me. I wanted to come in today. I love this new software that I downloaded. Oh my god, this StreamYard, it's amazing. I really love the fact that I have the duality screen and all that. I can pull material from YouTube and teach y'all a little better. And show y'all some game. So y'all already know my channel is definitely a finesse channel, a sugar baby channel, a get money channel, we run it through them pockets channel. Okay? We y'all know that already. But today I wanted to talk about why women have to keep their standards high. As you know, being a sugar baby, you are under the sex worker umbrella, which I've spoken on that before. And I don't care who says, oh no, sugar babies are not sex workers. Yes, you are. You are. You are. Stop capping. But the thing with sugar babies is that we have higher standards than the average sex worker, the strippers, the escorts, the cam girl. Ooh, I tried to be a cam girl, and listen, they're paying pennies. They're literally paying pennies as a cam girl. But hey, there's like 2 or 3 girls on each side that make a killing. But everybody else, they're getting pennies. Like, I worked as a cam girl. I was always top 10, period. But I always had my standards high, even as a cam girl. I would never be on there naked, just on the main screen, on the main website, everything out. Listen, it's an after dark show. We gonna talk. We're talking. It's after dark. We grown. But I would keep my standards high even in that arena. as a cam girl, I would be on there with a dress, a little swirly dress, while all the other girls would be on there naked, dildos up their butts, everything hanging out, titties hanging out, booty hanging out, cat on display, full display. I didn't want to do that. I even as a cam girl, I kept my standards high and I kept my clothes on. If you wanted to see this come off, baby, you have to ask for a private show. Private show. And you know, private shows, that's when you get your money for real. Anyways, I didn't have to get into detail on that. I just decided to. So that was just a small example on how I keep my standards high, even in a world where women are desperate, needy, insecure. Women are really having a hard time even articulating themselves, including me. In this 2020 world, moving into 2021, moving into the digital world, it's really hard for people to be normal. And standards are just all over the place. There's some girls who do the gutter work. The $40 chicks, they do the gutter, the most gutter stuff. They got feet in their mouth. They're licking butt on camera. They're like the Sukianas. Right? Very interesting. Oh no,
For the audio
I don't
listeners,
want to
sorry
open this up. Can I? Let me see. Let me show you guys. I was hoping to be able to open this up. Let me show you guys. So the bar has been set really low for the workers in the industry. The bar has been set so low to where men are just accustomed to getting what they want, when they want, how they want it. And the girls who have higher standards actually do not do things like this. Y'all see Suki? Do y'all see Suki with the feet in her mouth and the feet up her nose? And listen, this is the type of example. This is what we don't want to do. This is what we try to stay away from. There's someone that's going to do it. Don't let it be you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Keep your standards high, ladies. Let's remove this from the screen because, child, girl, what was Suki thinking? What was she thinking? Anyways, it's important for women to keep their standards high so that you're not ending up doing things of that nature what Suki's doing, because when you don't have standards, you do anything. You sell your soul to Diablo himself, all because you're chasing money or you're chasing fame. You're liable to do anything. You'll be open to do anything if you don't have any standards. Like they say, stand for nothing and you fall for anything. Don't be that girl. Hey, there's a market for girls like Suki, definitely. But it just lowers everyone's standard when you see stuff like that on display, you know? It lowers everyone's standard. But you have to be the woman that's headstrong with her high standards that say, listen, I know these guys, they're used to pumping and dumping. That's the slogan nowadays because the standard has been set so low that they have a slogan for the dysfunction that's going on. Pump and dump, right? These men will literally chase you until they get that vagina. They're gonna be the nicest person. They're gonna wine and dine you, take you to the nice restaurants. They're gonna text you every morning, hey, good morning, beautiful. Did you eat today? Slide up on every single Instagram post with the heart eyes, with the compliments. Once you give in, you give them what they want, they're out. Pump and dump. It was a trick. Alacadabra. He disappeared. He's gone. It was a trick. These guys act like they're gentlemen. Some of them are. Some of them are literally gentlemen. But most of them, I don't think so. But I wanted to address a couple things in this video, a couple things in this live. Something that I really want the ladies to start to develop is standards. What is your end goal? Even as sugar babies, even if you're trying to be a girlfriend or you're trying to be a fiance or a wife, even if you're trying to work out at the gym and lose weight, what is your goal? What is your plan? You have to be strategic with a lot of things. But the end goal, you should always have an end goal. Okay, if I'm talking to this dude, he done slid up in my DMs. He's giving me hard eyes. I'm looking on his page. Okay, he ain't too bad looking. He's kind of cute. Okay, he drive a BMW. Okay. He got his own condo. Oh, he have his own business. Nice. He wears name brand clothes, shoes, socks, hat. He's name brand from head to toe. Okay. He look like he's about something. Let's see what he's about. What's your end goal with this guy, this Louis Gucci Prada guy? Are you just going to let him treat you any kind of way? Because I'm sure he's in other girls' DMs. You can't let that happen. Don't let him treat you any kind of way, baby. You got to set standards. You got to set some standards. However, we're going to get into that a little bit later in the video, a little bit later in the live. I wanted to address some YouTubers who are in the manosphere who make content, giving advice to guys. These guys, they're not husband material. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. These guys are not husband material. Like a woman, a wife, a sugar baby could easily switch into wife material if she meets the right guy. A stripper, not so much. I don't think a stripper can make that transition as easily. A dancer, I'm not sure. Unless they have like a provider husband that pays for everything, that takes her out the club, like Stevie J took Jocelyn out the club. Then these guys' reputation is kind of questionable. They're kind of shady love doctors, and they're not even here for love. They're really the players, the kings of pump and dump. So what I wanted to put in perspective for the guys that maybe listen to my channel is, what is your end result? When you listen to these guys who are all about pumping and dumping, that's all you're gonna get is a pump and dump situation. And it's like you lose your soul in the process. You really do. As a sugar baby, I keep my stuff to myself because it's a treasure down there. Okay. It's gold down there. I can't just be giving out gold to everybody. You see, they done gave out so much gold back in the gold mine days that they don't even use gold anymore. They use something cheaper, paper, as currency. Gold used to be the currency. Silver used to be the currency. But now it's paper. Paper is cheap to make. It's cheap. Anywho, I wanted to point out these guys who were basically, they're shady love doctors. And I didn't want to start off with something harsh, but I wanted to start off with this angle. It is a little problematic. So you guys get ready to hear this. Let me see here. Let me check. Y'all get ready, because oh gosh, it is like, who is gonna get toxic up in here? So let me go ahead and introduce the cast so that you guys can see all of their faces. Yeah. Hold on, let me share my screen. One moment here. While I'm looking for this, I really liked Shira Seven's live today. Did you guys tune in? She had a guy on there. He's a millionaire. He seemed like a nice guy. I was like, hey, Mr. Ogilvy. Because I swear he looked like Mr. Ogilvy. I turned into Nikki Parker real quick. I said, hey, Mr. Ogilvy. Hey. Okay, here it is. Found it. Okay, guys, so these faces may be familiar to you. They may be familiar to you, but as you can see here, all their names show up. So this is on Donovan Sharp's page. He posted it. And I found this live very interesting. They talk about how they deal with Instagram models, dancers, escorts. Basically trying to deal with the top tier girls. But it's so funny because the way that they explain the top tier girls is, that they're all monetized and each one of them need money, which of course all women need money. All of us. It don't matter if it's a 10 or a 4 or 3 or 2 or 1. All women need money. Okay? If you're a man, it's your job to what? Provide. Period. So these guys here, they're here with their, game, quote unquote. Their dusty logic. Like I said, these guys are not husband material. None of them. Not one of them. Well, I don't really know Mr. Who, this fella right here, up here. I don't really know him. I've never watched any of his videos or this one here. These two in the middle. I'm not really familiar with their content. Donovan Sharp, I've watched some of his content. The way he talks, he speaks so fast. He reminds me, because I used to work at the club. I used to work at a gentleman's club as the door girl. So I never danced, but I was the door girl. I was the one putting on everybody's wristbands. And he reminds me of my old manager. I swear he talks the same as he talks exactly the same as my old manager. Like, he just acts like he just messes with a lot of white girls and he's a black guy. He gives me that vibe. And my manager was really known for doing drugs. Like his nose, he would come in with tissue paper in his nose because he would like be snorting stuff, snorting unusual powders. And I got that same vibe from Donovan Sharp. No cap. No cap. And what I'm about to play in a little bit is going to shock you guys if you guys haven't watched this live. It's a 2-hour live. Listen, it's a lot. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I did skip around because I'm like, I ain't got time for that. The first 10 minutes, the first like 15, 20 minutes I listened to, and then I started skipping around. And of course, I found some dirt. Minister Jap. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. However, I don't know why he calls himself a minister, because he curses like a sailor. He curses so much. However, he tries to use the Bible to condemn women. He uses no Bible verses for the men. Like, men have no accountability over there on these channels, I guess. Men aren't responsible for anything. Men are perfect angels over there on these channels. As y'all know already, So Low TV, So Dusty TV. He called into Shira's show one time and he was wearing a wig, so you already know he's a clown. He's a clown. I think they said he looked like Fat Albert or something like that. Not Fat Albert. Biggie Smalls. Biggie Smalls. Look at that. Look at that head. Just spit on that head and shine it up real quick. And then the infamous Kevin Samuels. Y'all know him. Y'all heard of him. Ooh. I'm delivered. Mr. I'm delivered, Kevin Samuels. So all these guys here, the two ones in the middle, I've never heard their content, so I can't speak on that. But let's go ahead and listen. So these are the guys that the men are listening to. You see the women's side? We have our dating coaches too, right? Sure 7, Tanya TKO, Pink Pill are big ones, right? These women give us great advice on how to be wholesome people, as well as loving ourselves, as well as um, maybe even expanding our options when it comes to, dating options. So I think those 3 women are great. These guys, though, But I wanted to start off with a banger. I wanted to go ahead and start off with a banger. And it gets really juicy here. It gets really juicy in this live chat. This is why women must keep their standards high at all times, because people could say anything online. Their followers, you don't know what type of men they are. And this is why women need to protect yourselves, vet men very well, because you don't know what you may be getting into when dealing with guys like this. Okay? So let's go ahead and start off the show with a banger. Let's start the show off with a banger. let's start the show off with a banger. You guys are gonna be shocked. So you guys see Donovan, he looks like a nice guy, right? No, he looks dusty as hell in that white beater. But Solo TV is gonna start talking here. Let me go ahead and open it up so you guys can hear. Solo TV, all of these guys are giving each other advice and their audience advice on how to bang a stripper, which guys who literally go after strippers, are those wholesome people? Are those the type of guys you'd like to date or marry? I can understand if it's your bachelorette party, if it's your bachelor's party, it's a one in a lifetime thing. But these guys do this on the regular. They're regulars at some clubs. They go to the clubs and do the bartenders, do the dancers. Probably even in Kevin Samuels' case, he's probably doing the DJ and the manager. However, this is the advice that they're giving guys. This is the craziness that they're spewing into the world. So let's go ahead and give it a listen here.
Type of woman, like it's a difference in, like they're looking for, like, you know, the model type women.
So you can get like when I was heavy in the life. This is where Jenna Jameson and these kind of women will come to feature dance.
Stop that! No, Candy.
When I was heavy in the life, this is where Jenna Jameson and these kind of women will come to feature dance. So you can get a Jenna Jameson dancing at the lodge or the men's club, but you'll never get Jenna Jameson at Dallas Gentlemen's Club. But you damn sure will get the pimp's name Slick back up in that motherfucker. And you better be gone before 1:30 because the pimps come in.
Hey, Donovan, quick stone.
So like I said, guys, I hope you guys can hear. Let me put my volume up a little bit too. Basically, they're talking about how to get girls out of the club or whatever like that. So lame. The conversation is so lame and tacky. I don't know who this is helping, but hey, they claim to be helping guys do something, pump and dump. So they're the king pump and dump kings. This guy right here, Soul TV, I don't know who would hop on that. I don't know which girl in their right mind would do that, but hey, fat dudes need love too. So let's go ahead and continue.
Thing. All right, this is going on Patreon, right? So yes. Look.
No, it's not going on Patreon. It's going on my channel, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it real. Since Donovan won't say it, I'll say it. Just go in the strip club with a freaking 8-ball, y'all. Just say, well, you got that? No, Candy. She'll be in the back in the VIP room talking you off. Facts.
Did y'all hear that? Let's play that again. Did y'all hear that? Do I need to play that again, or did y'all hear it? Maybe I'm giving it a little time to simmer. Hey, Tanae. I'm just getting warmed up, girl. Buckle up, take a seat. Take a seat and buckle up. Because we're talking about some real crazy stuff with these guys that are basically supposed to be dating advice gurus for the males, but I'm not really seeing what good advice they're giving. So let's start that over.
Hey, Donovan, quick thing. All right, this is going on Patreon, right? So yes. Look. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real. Since Donovan won't say it, I'll say it.
Since Donovan won't say it, because Donovan is the
Just go in the strip club with a freaking 8-ball, y'all.
An
Just
8-ball.
Well, you got that?
I had to Google what 8-ball was because I'm not a drug girl. I'm not a drug person. I don't do drugs. But listening to this part of the interview made me very uncomfortable. That's why I felt the need to really come on here and expose it. Let's continue.
No, Candy. She'll be in the back in the VIP room. You off. Facts. That's all you need. That's it.
Oh, listen, man.
Yes.
Listen.
That is the only reaction I have towards what he just said. Be in the back with nose candy. Huh? If I walked in on Solo TV or Donovan in the back of a club with cocaine, nose candy, getting top, that is like the lowest of the low. Like, oh my God. Bitch, what the beep? Shut your mouth. So, like, the standard is really low if that's all it takes for a guy to get a blowjob is for him to bring cocaine. Who is doing cocaine anyways? People do that? Really? Is that really a thing? Oh my God. Let's go ahead and listen to what Donovan had to say, because it's Donovan's stories that really had me with my eyebrows raised. I was just like, what? Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Hold on, let's play it.
Donovan, let's keep it 100. Let's keep it real.
See, I'm too square for this strip club shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, same. I'm square too.
I'll keep it 100.
I ain't gonna talk about it.
I'll keep it 100.
The reason
I
why
ain't never did coke.
listen, the
I
reason
know
why
I did, but I'm just telling you what the game is.
I ain't never.
Me either, Minister Jap. That's one thing we can agree on. Never did coke, never will. Never even seen coke in person. And I worked at a club. I worked at a gentleman's club. I'm sure them girls was high in there, but I never seen it. I stayed away. I mind my business and get my money and go about my day. But man, this man right here, he deserves a clown hat.
Never did coke.
I
I don't fuck with drugs. I just fuck with liquor.
all right, listen, guys, I've sported my weight in cocaine, so I'm no stranger to that stuff. But what Solo said is 100% right, man. You got dudes throwing money at strippers all day. Money doesn't mean anything to strippers. We think, oh, strippers are money. No, they can get money. All they got to do is go shake their ass to get money. What they want is that fucking cocaine. What they want are those fucking...
That's all the strippers want, huh? Some cocaine, and you're gonna supply it. Man, this is scary. It's getting spooky out here, ladies. These men are bringing cocaine to women to get laid, to get some head. This is why, ladies, you need to keep your standards high at all times, because you don't know who you're dealing with at the end of the day. You don't know what background a man has. It's best that you protect yourself and vet a man properly. I would have never known that this guy, or even Solo TV, I would have never thought that they were dabbling into heavy drugs like that. Like, I could understand, okay, yeah, I tried marijuana here and there. I could understand if they admitted to trying marijuana, because marijuana is not really anything. But cocaine? Are you kidding me? Yes, they are frauds. They are frauds. They give horrible advice to men. They're not helping the Black community in any way. They're just out here scamming these guys that don't know a good woman from a thought. They don't know. They don't know the difference.
Pills. And if you're the guy who has the balls to give the bouncer $100 handshake and be like, hey, do these girls like to party? Yup. Ashley and Kiki are in the back right now. Check it out. Here's what I got.
Yeah, let me tell you. First off, what the currency of oxycodone?
Oh my God. Kevin Samuels. What does Kevin Samuels know? Does he look like a crackhead to y'all? Oxycodone? What is that? Is that something you got to light up on a spoon and inject it in a needle and inject it into your arm? Like, what is oxycodone? Is that a pill? I don't know anything about drugs because I don't do drugs. But these are the guys that y'all take advice from, right? These are the guys that y'all take dating advice from. Kevin Samuels, the infamous "you're average at best" guy. He knows about oxycodone. He's been involved with What is an oxycodone? Let's continue playing. Maybe he might explain.
Xanax, Lexeril, what was it? Ambien. Look, dude, and you that is worth its weight in gold because, like Solo was saying, there are grades of this kind of stuff. But pills are things that they can drive around with in their car and not get.
Oh, oxycodone is a pill. Okay, so we popping pills now? That's what we doing? I ain't on that.
Necessarily get.
That must be some Caucasian girl stuff, cause no, black people pop perks and all that, right? Percocets and that type of stuff. I don't know, y'all. I'm trying. I don't listen. This is crazy to me. The fact that people are actually admitting it, it's mind blowing.
Get bumped for riding dirty. They can have an old bottle and have new pills in it, and then have a prescription.
Now, I will have to say this to the guy.
The one in the middle, he turned off his camera. I swear I would have just left the whole chat completely. Soon as they started having this conversation, soon as Solo TV said what he said, I swear camera would have been off. I would have been like, yeah, y'all, I gotta go. My turkey's burning in the oven. I would have made up any type of excuse. Oh, my dear bruh's on the loose. I gotta go catch my dear bruh. I swear I would have been out the conversation like, what? Excuse me?
This is, for everybody on this panel, this is remedial to niggas like us. We not really fucking, like, this might be advice for y'all.
Dude, I can tell you.
I'm not really.
Okay, so Jap the minister is claiming that all he does is liquor. He doesn't touch pills and powders and I agree with him on that.
Really in the business.
Because I love my wine. I need my Pinot Grigio. I didn't drink anything today because, it's Tuesday. I'll wait till the weekend to drink.
Of giving a fuck about fucking with a junkie bitch. That's right, that's what I'm saying. This is, for everybody on this panel, this is remedial to niggas like us. We not really fucking, like, this might be advice for y'all.
Dude, I can tell you.
I'm not really in the business of giving a fuck about fucking with a junkie bitch. That's right, that's what I'm saying.
It's the language for me. Denise said, why is he wearing a suit and bow tie? Just came from a gala. He just came from a runway, girl. He dressed like he's a model or something. Like, boy, out of here. But I can tell you, out of this show, Kevin was the only one who had something actually kind of productive to say. Everyone else was just on some weird time. I was just like, whoa, the whole time. But Minister Jap, I hate how he talks. I'm not gonna say hate. Hate is a strong word, but no. I need to be true to myself. I told myself I'm not gonna lie anymore. Well, unless it's paying me. I actually hate that he calls women the B word, and he says it so strongly. You know, like, can we stop disrespecting women? Especially the fact that these guys, look at the amount of trash we have to deal with in the real world. We have to deal with crackheads, pillheads. Like, huh? Guys who are getting top from strippers. That's trash behavior, don't you think?
Like, yo, I've been 24 before, bro. I've done all that shit, bro.
Strippers are the worst. Understand something. Okay, I want to be clear about something too. Hold on, understand something.
Would you have to fuck the stripper right now? Yes. Okay.
Hold on. Now I gotta be honest, dude.
These are the type of girls that they like. The type of girls that they like, Donovan and Solo TV, they don't like the gold digging girls. They don't like the girls that have standards. Oh, they want to talk trash about the girls that have standards. Oh, the sugar babies. You're no good. Get that wig off your head. You're wearing a hair hat. Oh my God, no one's going to marry you. You're average at best. You're going to die alone. But they're out here bringing cocaine to women for a freaking blowjob. How pathetic is that? How dare you? These are the type of women that they like right here. They don't like the high value women. They don't like the women that have standards. They don't like the women that carry themselves with grace and poise, right? They don't like the woman that's not effing on everybody that they meet for a quick $40. Nah, they don't like them type of girls. They don't like the girls that's they don't like the girls that's asking for respect and to be treated like decent human beings. Nah, that's too much. That's too much. They want to deal with old girl right here. They want to deal with this right here.
You want some water? Okay.
On that cocaine, on them pills, she on something. I don't know if she on Flocka. She on, I think she's on a combination of things. This is how women, this is the type of women that they're interested in, y'all.
Hey, put it in hers. And you got needles out. Yeah, that's it. That's his girl. No, it's you. You gonna have the police out here, you know that?
This is the type of women that they like.
Hey, they probably coming like.
This is the type of women that they're showing their respect to.
You want some water?
Cocaine. 8 ball. 8 ball. She looked like she took the whole 8 ball.
Just because I have the purse.
She looked like she took the whole 8 ball by herself. She probably ran off with Solo TV's stash.
There's a difference level because a lot of times.
Let's go ahead and get back to this craziness.
I know plenty of women who they will get stuff for their clients. I'll put it this way. So Let's anyway. That's why
he's trying to make it seem like the girls that he F with aren't crackheads. Oh, they're just getting it for their clients. Aren't you one of their clients? He admitted he admitted earlier in this live paying a woman $1,300 just to be his date for the night. So aren't you a client, Mr. Kevin Samuels? Aren't you a client? Oh, okay.
I said there's a difference in when you start talking about strip club game. There really is, because I don't to make it seem like all these women are just rank drug addicts and just laid out. That ain't
No.
But they are though. They are though. They are. They are though. Y'all saw that woman? Do y'all see this woman?
Arranged. They talking about some money. So I'm trying to make sure I get picked up. The girl look like
Why don't you sit down and calm down until you get yourself together?
I don't even know why they trying to help this woman. I would have called the cops. She ain't about to stick me with no needle. Black people are too nice. Black people are too nice where they don't need to be. I'm just saying. Ain't no way, because if it was a black girl that was out there strung out on drugs, taking solo TVs and Kevin Samuels advice, the public would not care. Okay? So I'm gonna need y'all to have the same energy. So let's get off of this for a minute and go back to YouTube so that you guys could see their faces as they tell you about their drug problems. Well, not their drug problems, but their drug encounters and how they incorporate it in their life to basically get pussy, to basically get access to head and vagina from women. Okay? At the strip club, at the gentleman's club. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That ain't what it is. Like, so when you say a drug addict, people might think like this bitch is strung out, hitting her arm and doing all.
Y'all just saw the video, right? Them girls do be strung out. After some years, they be strung the hell out. All because of what? Because dudes like you keep bringing women drugs just to get a blowjob for free? Or whatever the case is. I don't know what them girls do, but how they're explaining it is like they don't have to pay the girls no money. They just bring cocaine. And I know the girls are not doing it by themselves. The girls aren't doing it by themselves. They're out there taking their pinky, putting it in a sack and putting it up their nose and sniffing that stuff. But whatever they're doing, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they line it up on a spoon. I don't know what cocaine is exactly. But I know it's a hard one.
I consider drug addicts that smoke 3 blunts a day.
Okay.
They smoke weed all day. They drink all day. They want to get high. I get it. But I, as a player right now in the game that I am, especially being advised from a nigga like you, Kev, I'm not being around no old junky ass bitch.
Even Minister Jap is surprised that Kevin Samuels would say something like that. Like getting advice from Kevin Samuels, and he's literally advising that yes, go get you some oxycodone, some pills for these ladies, get you some cocaine for these ladies. Like, yes, that is actually shocking to hear that come from Mr. Kevin Samuels himself. While he fiddles with his phone. Even I'm shocked. Even his homeboy shots.
Listen.
I like how hoes. I don't like how we smell.
Guys, listen. Not all strippers are the same, man. Just because a stripper does drugs doesn't make her a drug addict.
Right.
Then what does it make her? What does it make her, Donovan? If someone does drugs, that doesn't make them a drug addict. Really? Really? Especially if they need it every time they go to the club to work. They're not a junkie? Okay. I guess with your dick in her mouth, you won't be able to tell, right? Okay.
I said you're a drug addict.
Donovan, if you come to Minneapolis, that 8-ball is like the you're Thanos with that bitch. And you know it, Donovan. Keep it 100.
See this guy right here, the one at the bottom, he keeps leaving because the conversation is uncomfortable. The conversation is mad weird. Like, who's literally on camera admitting to this type of crap, yo? This is stupid. Like, as intelligent as they make themselves seem, not that smart. You're admitting to incriminating information here. And this idiot Donovan, oh my gosh, y'all need to hear what he says. But ladies, this is what I'm saying. Protect yourself, whether you like being a sugar baby. Yes, you are under the sex working umbrella. I've said this already. Yes, you are. You're meeting men. You're charging them for your time. You're playing damsel in distress in order to get money from them. But like I said, you don't know a man's background. You don't know the type of things that he may try to offer you. Be very wary of these men. Not the lifestyle, but the men that you encounter, because this lifestyle could be a very healthy one. Having a guy that helps support you financially is a healthy relationship. Could be a healthy relationship. I've seen women have sugar daddies with men who are Christians who don't believe in having sex before marriage. But these men are still paying for them. Everything they need, a car, rent, car note, insurance, light bill, water bill, gas bill, everything. But these guys right here, nah, these guys are sick. They sick.
Hang on, guys. We got to clear this up because we got guys that are really listening.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Not all strippers.
There's nothing you can do to clear that up, sir. You've been exposed, and you expose yourself, which is crazy. Okay, so as you guys can see the nature of these men, I wanted to play the part where Donovan tells a story about a girl who overdosed in a hotel room. And he was there to witness it. So I wanted to play that. Let me see if I can find it. The timestamp that I wrote down here.
Minneapolis, you'll fuck any bad bitch you want. Bring it.
I would tell you one thing though.
By the way,
guy who was in
these views are not necessarily expressed by the Donovan Sharp channel.
I would tell you something. There's a guy who was in corporate America. There's a guy who was in corporate America. I have fraternity brothers, guys who worked at other companies, and I lived this dual life that Donovan was talking about.
Yes.
And I have guys who I grew up with who had
they most likely not gonna kiss you anyway. So
Donovan of 2016. And I remember that very, very well. So anyway. All right. Final remark.
Hey, Donovan, when are the cocaine tales coming out, bro?
oh Lord.
I'll buy that. When are those tales coming out, bro?
Those can't be on YouTube.
When are the cocaine tales coming out, y'all? Kevin in the background, that can't be on YouTube. Well, this is already on YouTube. It's been up, y'all. I've been trying not to expose this, but it's been up for a couple days, and I'm like, listen, keep refreshing my YouTube page because I'm like, I don't want to be that girl, you know. But I'm like, F it, I'm gonna be that girl just for the safety of women, just in the name of women, so that y'all know the type of men that are giving advice on these platforms. Just so that you know the nitty gritty of them. Let me see here. I'm trying to find here.
They actually wiped the stripper.
Oh my
you
God!
Stupid
No,
fuck.
I did not do
You
that.
actually moved a stripper bitch into your crib. You're living with a stripper bitch. Like,
Oh my God!
Talk about this shit.
Wait, hey, and to that one guy asking, should you kiss a stripper, bro? Really?
Like, what are we doing here? Like,
Bro, really?
Are you trying to catch gonorrhea of the tongue? Like, what are you doing? Listen, I've dated 6 strippers. They all cheated on me. I kissed not one of them. You don't.
How you dated people that you never kissed? Stop the cap, boy. You know you kissed all of them in the mouth, tongue and all.
Kiss strippers.
And you probably licked their booty.
They most likely not gonna kiss you anyway. So
Hey, Donovan, can you zoom in on my face real quick?
I had to get the hell out of there. The last time, listen, I'm a very high. This is why cocaine was my drug of choice because I'm a high octane guy, man.
right.
And so, like Lucario, I can never be as cool and as suave.
I can't do the cocaine shit.
This is why the Vegas lifestyle was it almost worked too well. We actually had to remove.
I always knew Donovan was different. I didn't know it was because he have a cocaine personality, which he does. He's one of those black guys that just F with white girls, so I could see how he got into the lifestyle. And it's just mad weird to hear them like actually confess. This man said cocaine was his drug of choice. That means he was on the streets looking for the dope boys so that he could cop him an 8-ball. Man, that's scary.
Move myself from Vegas before people ask me all the time, Donovan, if you were to win $10 million, what would you do? I'd be dead of a cocaine overdose. I had to get the hell out of there. The last.
Ha 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 ha. You're a cokehead. Ha 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 ha. You're a cokehead. Yeah, real funny. Real freaking funny. Real funny. You're a cokehead. This man said if he had $10 million, y'all heard he said if he had $10 million, he would be dead because he would die from a cocaine overdose. Is it that good? I don't even want to know, child. I don't even want to know. All I know is say no to drugs. Weed is the limit. Weed is the limit. I don't even smoke weed. I don't even want to smoke hookahs half the time. So imagine snorting weed and taking lines off the strippers' butts. Come on now. It's crazy. This is a crazy lifestyle that these people are living, yet they're out here giving relationship advice and dating advice to young, impressionable men. These young, impressionable men need to learn how to be men, not how to be cokeheads. They need to learn how to be providers, how to make money so that they can support a family, so that they can be out here being successful, so that we can have some generational wealth in the Black community. We don't need any more cokeheads. Listen, the 80s when there were Jerry curls and big, windbreaker jackets and Michael Jackson days, there was a lot of that already. It destroyed the Black community. These drugs destroyed the Black community. People were selling their cars for $20 just to go buy an 8-ball. Who sells a whole vehicle just to buy an 8-ball? That was the type of stuff that was going on in the 80s. The drugs were heavy back then. And now here are these influencers trying to bring that back into the community. No, you have to be wary of who you're taking advice from. From the men's aspect, you have to be careful of who you're taking advice from, because these men are just not credible. They're just not credible. You're not going to have the life that you want. You're going to be pumping and dumping all these women when you really want a relationship. When you really want to just settle down and have a kid. When you really want to just marry someone. But listening to these guys, you're going to be pumping and dumping, catching gonorrhea in your throat. Like Donovan said. Or whatever he says, something like that. Tanae said, girl, I'm still struggling with the money part, binge watching your videos. Yeah, girl, watch them videos. Hopefully it helps. Well, I definitely have some jewels in there. However, this is my thing. So this is that. That's that, right? I wanted to start off the video with that. We went into an hour in this video of me just introducing the panel and me showing you guys that what they say is incredible. So when there's issues that come up like colorism, when men are purposely saying derogatory things towards dark-skinned women, why would you, and a lot of dark-skinned women do internalize it. And it hurts me because I'm like, why would you care what a rap song says or what anybody on YouTube says? Because at the end of the day, these people are crackheads. They're drug addicts. They're on something. They're not in their right mind. So why would you let someone that's not in their right mind make you feel insecure about your beauty, your melanin, yourself? Doesn't make sense. Not to me, at least. But yeah, that's the beginning. I wanted to basically go back into the actual beginning of the live. The first about 15 minutes were very insightful, and I wanted you guys to hear what they had to say about women, how they feel about women. And this is why you can never ever listen to what a Dusty has to say to you or about you. You have to keep your standards high no matter how much they say, oh, you're never going to find that guy that you're looking for. You're never going to get a 6-figure guy. You're going to die alone. You're a dog mom or whatever. You're in the house by yourself. Yeah, because we don't want to settle for trash like you guys. We don't want to settle for guys who ran through 6 strippers. You know how disgusting that is? You know how repulsive that is? As a woman, like, that's why I'm scared to even ask a guy, what's your body count? Because in this day and age, it's probably going to be in the triple digits, you know? So it's like, these type of guys, they have no room or right to tell you the end or how they feel like your life is going to end and begin. They have no right. Absolutely none. No room to talk at all. But anyways, let's go ahead and reverse back to the beginning so that we can hear what they have to say. It's just a disclaimer. A lot of what they have to say is negative. So yeah, this is what they had to say. Not that we care, but this is how the Dusties think. Not that we care. We don't really care, but okay.
What's up, Donovan? Thanks for having me on as always, bro. This is gonna be a good one. You guys are gonna enjoy this show.
What happened with the hoe that you were with? Manny
Dude, she was like one of these chicks that, like, you know.
Do y'all hear how they refer to women? What happened to the hoe that you were just with? Like, dude, what? Come on, man. Where's the respect for women? Just women in general. They have no respect for women. These guys on this panel have no respect for women. None. They're going to bring you drugs. They don't want to pay for the dates. They want to go 50-50. They believe in pumping and dumping. These are their fundamentals.
You know, crazy feminists, you know, wildly manipulated, brainwashed. Like, I was just like, this isn't gonna work, man. This is gonna
been there because they've heard it all. They've seen it all. Whatever the fuck you think you're talking about, whatever little catchy line you've been practicing on, with tens, that does not matter. And we're gonna talk about how to deal with them. I'll even talk about how I got into the world of tens. Some cheat codes that I used to actually.
Remember earlier when Kevin Samuel says, oh yeah, the girls, they're just getting cocaine for their clients. This is where he was talking about how he was dealing with an escort or whatever. He was dealing with an escort and he paid her $1,300 to take her out to a stupid networking meeting.
To get me up around Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Mavericks, Dallas Stars, you know, VP of Exxon, you know, those kind of people, state senators, I mean, the U.S. senators, U.S. Congress people. I mean, look, man.
And Kevin Samuels, he uses a woman like a tool. He uses women like tool. It's not really emotional for Kevin Samuels. And the way he describes it, it's all just a business transaction for him. I don't hear the emotion, but you know, he is the smartest one in the panel. I thought Donovan was smart too until, you know, the whole cocaine scandal. I don't think that's smart, but as far as Kevin Samuels never admitted to taking it, which is okay. He just admitted to pills and stuff like that, which is still cringy. But let me see.
Just talking to women, period. And also another thing too is that, and this is really important.
These two dudes in the middle, they were not ready for this conversation, especially the end. It was just like, what? Especially this guy right here in the red. He was just out. He was out.
Girls up in the polis.
Look at Minister Jab just drinking on that blue Kool-Aid. Who still drinks Kool-Aid? Kool-Aid is for kids, man. Grow up. That's how you know these dudes are still boys. Minister Jab is the one drinking the blue Kool-Aid. Donovan is sitting there looking dusty as ever in a wife beater.
What are you telling them to look out for? What are you telling them to how do you lay the groundwork? Where should I start?
All right. Shout out to you, Donovan. Thank you for having me back on. Sure. So the first
Solo TV, I don't like Solo TV.
First thing we got to establish, and I think Kevin and Jap will agree with me on this, is you got to be in the right venue if you want to meet the hottest chicks.
Isn't that what Shira 7 says all the time? If you want to meet rich men, you got to go to the bars, go to where they hang out at in your area. That's literally what Shira 7 says. And I feel like what he does, that's why he's always on Shira 7's channel, is he takes things from her channel and tries to make it his own when he goes to talk to his homeboys. It's just weird. The obsession is weird.
I may add a little bit of different element here because as some of you guys may or may not know, I also do photography and videography. And so when you're dealing with a 10, a dime, a 9, number one, you got to be indifferent. And number two, I hate to say this, but this is the truth. You can't fuck up your game. Like your game sometimes got to be spot on. You feel me? That's why I say be indifferent, because when you're indifferent, you don't really care about the outcome. But then when you're indifferent, you really don't, you're just in a certain frame of mind where you really don't care. And when girls pick up on the vibe,
these guys don't care. You don't care. You don't care. It's not an act. You literally don't. care. If you have the balls, the decency to bring a girl an 8-ball and trying to get a blowjob out of her, like, are you kidding me? Like, no. I'm gonna bring it back to that story time where Donovan said that a girl was passed out in a hotel. I guess she had got knocked out by one of his friends. Like, he literally knocked her over her head. So I'm gonna get to that point. But I did want to highlight some things before I forgot. So this is one thing right here.
Then it's all good. I was just telling Lakari off camera right now, like, I'm kind of going through a hot streak right now. And
shut up.
Definitely stop over complimenting them, because you're hearing that shit all day. You gotta do something that's gonna separate you from the pack, you know.
Catching feelings for these hot girls. Can you utilize what we are going to tell you guys tonight to take full advantage?
Yeah, they're gonna utilize you telling them to buy cocaine for girls, and they're gonna end up in jail. They're gonna end up in jail. Jail.
Right, so I want to just add to that real quick what Kev was saying. If you are a guy, right, and you show the potential that you're around beautiful women all the
room 215. So I go to room 215 of 2016.
Y'all, here's the story. Here's the story. I found it. I forgot to write the timestamp on my notes, but I found it. Here's the story where literally he's telling us how they almost killed a girl over drugs. It's crazy. Oh my God.
And I remember that very, very well. So anyway. All right. Final remark.
Hey, Donovan, when are the cocaine tales coming out, bro?
Oh Lord.
I'll buy that. When are those tales coming out, bro?
Those can't be on YouTube.
I'm gonna end the story with this. So many fucking crazy cocaine stories. I can't even tell you. I'm gonna tell you real quick.
Oh, Donovan. Come on, it's anyway.
It's time. You dropped the cocaine tales. I was big.
Cocaine.
I'm watching that shit. You dropped the cocaine tales.
I'm gonna tell you real quick what. A good friend of mine was a fucking steroid freak. Like, he was as wide as and I didn't really. He wasn't really a good friend of mine. We just kind of lifted at the gym. We texted back and forth. Well, I'm chilling at my buddy's house, and I get a text from him. I'm like, or I get a call from him. I'm like, okay, well, that's Kevin. His name was actually Kevin. And so I looked at the phone. I was like, what does he want? He called me again. I pick up the phone. He's like, yo, Donovan. I'm like, what's up? He's like, dude, I'm in a lot of trouble. I need some help. I'm like, okay, where are you? He's like, I'm at the Bellagio. Come to room. I don't want to give away the room number. He says, come to room 215. So I go to room 215. I walk into this hotel room at the Bellagio, and there is a blonde lying motionless on the ground. Lying motionless on the ground. Of course, I see the big pile of fucking coke.
Do y'all hear that? His homeboy asked him to go to a hotel room. When he gets there, there's a woman on the ground, motionless, laying in a big pile of cocaine, which is what he's about to say. Ladies, listen, sugar babies, don't be out here dealing with these type of men. These dudes are dusty. These dudes are literally dusty. They sniff dust. They sniff that dust. They're so damn dusty that they sniffing dust. I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm literally upset.
Cocaine there. And I'm like, Kevin, what the fuck? He told me that they had hooked up. They were going to hook up. They were going to do some blow, and they were going to fuck and all this other kind of stuff. But he discovered that she went for his wallet, and that's when he accidentally hit her and knocked her out. He says, I think I fucking killed her. Here's what really happened. What my friend Kevin used to like to do is he used to like to go to Backpage, and he used to proposition all the strippers and prostitutes. Hey, come to do some blow cocaine with me, and we'll have a good time.
Let's party.
Let's party. They always want money on the back end, but what Kevin used to do is he said, well, wait a minute, I'm not paying you. I thought we were hooking up for cocaine. He knew it.
What? How the hell you gonna book a working girl and try to pay her with drugs? How dusty of you. And he's talking about it was his friend. Nah, that was you. Don't be trying to speak in third person. That was you. You're the one that was dusting it up trying to pay girls and drugs. By the way, if you're in the chat, please give me a thumbs up. If you're in the live stream, please give me a thumbs up. This is hard work exposing people. Yeah, this is really hard work. It's hard work exposing the frauds, man.
What the fucking arrangement was. This bitch actually had a pimp. See, none of these other girls had handlers. This girl did. So what happened was at the end of them having fun.
I guess pimps are good for something, right? No? Okay, bad joke. Yeah. God, what a grimy world. What a grimy world. Instead of him just paying the girl, and like, hey, here's $40, right? You're from Backpage. Here's $40, for your time. He could at least did 40, right? He gonna hit the girl over the head, almost damn near killing the girl, because she didn't want to leave empty-handed. If she would have left empty-handed, then her freaking pimp probably would have been whooping on her. Pay the girl. Instead of him paying the girl, he'd rather knock her out. And that's what I'm saying. This lifestyle is not for everybody. Everybody's not cut for this. And sugar babies usually don't get into these type of situations because we're girls who get wined and dined. We get taken out on dates. We get flown out. We spend actual quality time with our sugar daddies or whatever. So we spend actual quality time to where it almost feels like that's your boyfriend. Like he'll call in to check on you, make sure you're good. There's a level of respect among sugar babies, but girls that work on Backpage, prostitutes, girls like that is just absolutely the lowest of the low. They get no respect from men. A man will kill you, no cap. And I don't even want to say it in that way, but if a man has no money and you just give up your vagina to him, and his idea of payment was to give you powder, dust, literally nothing, then you're putting yourself in a life-threatening situation. But, a lot of sugar babies, we don't deal with this. This is not our line of work. It's not our line of work. It's really not.
Fun. She's like, all right, pay me my money. He's like, tried to pull the same thing. I thought we were doing this for fun. So and I don't know because I wasn't there, but I'm 99% sure that this happened. She probably reached into her bag to call her pimp.
How are you 99% sure that that's what happened if you weren't there? Talking about he wasn't there. Boy, you was there. You know exactly what happened. It was probably your ass that knocked her out with your big ass muscles. Probably your big ass that knocked her out. Putting hands on a woman. It's pathetic.
Who was standing right the fuck outside or down in the lobby, and as soon as he saw that, he knocked her ass out. Luckily for me, dude,
if her pimp was standing outside or out in the lobby, you would have seen him on your way up. But you didn't, because you were already in the room, because you were there when it happened. So stop lying. Stop lying, Donovan. You were there. You saw everything go down. Assuming that you are telling the truth, that you... Nah. I can't even assume that you're telling the truth, because I know you're lying.
Not even for me. Luckily for Kevin, my friend Dave, dude, my friend Dave worked for the Bellagio. I'm like, yo, Dave, you got to get up here, room 215 at the Bellagio. You got to help us out. So he walks in and sees the scene. He doesn't look the least bit surprised. He's like, what's up? I'm like, dude, there's a fucking girl laying on the floor. Dave puts on a rubber glove, puts his hand on her head. He's like, all right, she's not dead. And I'm like, and Kevin's like, oh, thank God. He's like, all right, cool. So you guys can go ahead and leave now.
Yeah, the wolf.
Like,
the wolf came in.
There was a girl who was knocked out, and he said to me, I'll never forget this. Do you think this is the first time we've walked into a hotel room where there was an unconscious woman lying on the floor and a pile of cocaine on the bed?
Right.
Guys, now go ahead and get on out of here. Dude, one of the...
Oh, God.
Okay, let me follow up that story. First of all, I'm going to make it really clear. I've never done...
Why do, like, this is a horrific story. That story was terrible. However, all the guys are laughing at the end of it. It's not funny. And this is why black men cannot get ahead, because they don't know how to hold each other accountable for bullshit. Everybody done been through some BS now. I ain't gonna count. Everybody done been through some BS. But it's like, this story was horrible. How do you sit there and laugh at a story that your homeboy tells you how they almost killed a woman? Almost killed her with physical violence. They look at women, they don't respect women, they call women bitches. None of these men on this panel should even be able to touch a woman, especially Donovan. None of them, especially Solo T, especially Minister Jap or Gap, whatever, especially Kevin Samuels. He don't look like he touched women anyway. But none of them look like they deserve to touch a woman. They don't respect women. When they're referring to women, they refer to them as hoes, thoughts, this, and that. I don't have time for that. It's to the point to where they don't respect women that bad that they will almost kill one for what, $40? You couldn't pay the girl $40. You rather knock her out and call your homeboy to get you out of the situation and leave the woman there unconscious for her quote unquote pimp to find. That woman was probably out there by her damn self. She ain't had no damn pimp. She was out there by herself. She was out there by herself, probably. And y'all didn't want to pay that girl for her services. And you took it amongst yourself to take advantage of the situation because you know you're physically stronger. So instead of paying the girl what was due, whatever her price was probably maybe even $1,500. Shit, who knows? Instead of paying the girl her due diligence, she put in the work to get there. She put in gas in her car. She put her makeup on. She probably was looking cute, had her heels on. She showed up there just to get attacked after being taken advantage of. And after that story is told, these grown men, 6 grown men, sit there and laugh. It's not, I don't find anything funny here. I hope none of these guys have daughters. I hope none of these guys have daughters. You don't deserve a wife, you don't deserve a girlfriend, and you damn sure don't deserve a daughter. Your daughter is the apple of your eye. And that woman that they knocked out, that was someone's daughter. That's someone's sister. That's someone's aunt. That's someone's cousin. That's someone's loved one, that's someone's coworker. Like, I'm highly disappointed in what we went over today, and I'm probably not done with this video. Moral of the story, ladies, don't trust these men. Don't trust them with your body, because they're out here sleeping with prostitutes. They're sleeping with women who sleep with everybody, but claim to be high value men. How are you a high value man when your penis probably got bumps on it? How are you high value men when you're sniffing lines off of strippers' butts and eating their booty holes and getting head in the back of the club for 8 ball? You're not high value. What is high value about you? You're just as dusty as Tyrone. Whoever the hell Tyrone is. They love to say Tyrone. Y'all are just dust. Y'all are just well-spoken Tyrones and Ray Rays. Especially Solo TV. He's the one that started this whole conversation, this whole shit show. So y'all, let me see here. Ladies, you have to protect yourself. Ladies, this is a public service announcement. You have to protect yourself, your image. The people that you guys are getting advice from, they're not credible. From a woman's perspective, they're not credible sources. These men are not credible sources for women. And it's really sad to hear women call into Kevin Samuel's show over and over and over and over again when his angle is not for women. Imagine Derek Jackson being on this panel. I don't think he would laugh at these things that are being said, these stories. I don't think Derek Jackson would laugh. Not at all. Or Tony Gaskin. Those are two real men who give real advice to real women, who have real standards and real morals. Those two right there are two black men that I could definitely say are trying to make a positive change in the black community. However, the rest of these loonies, who are they? Who are they? They're frauds. Let me see. No, I'm not a person to put anybody on a pedestal. But I think I should try to leave this on a good note. How dare Kevin Samuels tell anyone they're average at best? when he's out here on drugs. So ladies, some things, some standards I wanted to leave you ladies with. First of all, as sugar babies, you may know already that you're here to give a good chase. You're not here to lay on your back. You're not here to do drugs. You're not here to you're here to collect your money and also be a woman of standard, be a woman of substance, a woman of class. So the first thing I always say, never meet with a guy at a hotel. Make sure he's taking you out on first dates, second dates, third dates. Make sure that he's investing. Make sure, and if you are thinking about sleeping with him, I'm not saying don't sleep with a guy that has invested a lot with you. I'm not going to say that, but if he is investing in you, make sure he's invested at least $3,000 to $5,000 before you actually go there. You know? And my number one thing, don't ever engage with men that show disrespect to women in general. Do not engage with men that disrespect women. It is a life or death situation in situations like this where they could potentially throw drugs in your face. You know, like, no, we don't do that. We don't even like the smell of weed. The trophies don't even like the smell of weed. We don't smoke weed. We don't pursue men over here. We don't call men first. We don't text men first. Why? And they want to see us, they're going to call us, and we're going to set the date from there. We're going to be receptive, submissive, and we're going to set the date. Okay? Okay? And another important task, don't do drugs. Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs. Keep your standards high. Have a list of deal breakers. If a man does this, this, and that, I'm not talking to him. If he pulls out an 8-ball in front of my face, I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops. You're going to jail, sir, for possession. Okay? Y'all need to get these criminals off the streets. It's for your safety and for your good. So y'all go ahead and thumbs up the video. If you're a new person here on my channel, please subscribe. I think I'm going to be going in on this video again tomorrow on this live stream. But I did want to talk about the cocaine part first because it's really alarming. And the fact that these men act like they're dating coaches, I don't think they're good examples for dating coaches. I honestly think that they're not the best guys to take advice from. None of them, even the two in the middle, even though they, didn't really associate with the whole, drugs thing, but they're guilty by association. These guys need to be canceled immediately. We need to be upset about this. This needs to have outrage. This needs to be spoken about. And I'm not saying this to make these people go viral, because a lot of things these days are going viral for the wrong reasons. We need to talk about the bigger issue here. There's a drug problem in America. There's a drinking problem in America. There's an obesity problem in America. I'm not here to solve everybody's problems, but people do need to start being accountable for their actions. And men attacking women because they don't want to pay them for a service that they ordered. It's just, yeah, you have to be high to do some shit like that. You got to be high to do some craziness like that, right? There's no way you in your right mind to punch a woman in her face or whatever, tackle her, whatever you did that knocked her out unconscious. I know that woman woke up the next morning and she was like, that blonde haired lady woke up the next morning like, that's probably how she was acting too when she didn't get her money. When she didn't get her money, she was calling in to do a service. She didn't get her money. She was like, the guy didn't know how to react, so he knocked her out.
Oh, girl, let me give you a
So, yeah, girls, ladies, and gentlemen, I'm actually going to go ahead and sign off. It is 3 o'clock in the morning here, and I'm going to meditate. I'm going to meditate before I go to bed. Because I need to clear my psyche, clear my chakras, clear my mind of this thing that's just been on my mind all day. Even while I was cooking dinner and breakfast, while I was cooking breakfast this morning and dinner, I was just like, wow, there's some guys out here who are really evil. I don't know about you guys, but I have to meditate after this. I need my inner peace balanced again because it was literally, it took a lot out of me to make this video. It's just something I couldn't make a lot of jokes about. So I do have to definitely meditate tonight, realign my chakras, my inner peace, my higher consciousness, and get back into the groove of being the good person that I know I am, the good, wholesome person that I know I am at my core. Okay, so good night, everyone. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and see y'all on the next live.